Hello my lovely Scorpios and welcome to Satara Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader and this reading is for you for February 2021. We're focusing on love, money and career. It is a general reading so it's not going to resonate with everyone, so please just take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. So the first column, just before I start, I'm using 6 different decks and I'll put the decks in the description box below. So the first column here, we're looking at love and relationships. So that could be a love partner or a significant relationship that's playing out for you in February 2021. The next column, we're going to be looking at money and finance. And then the next column, we're going to be looking at career and projects. So in this first column, what I'm going to do, I always pull a final card as a message from universe, and I'm just going to pull that in now because it kind of makes sense with the first card. So the card that you got as a final message from universe for your love and relationship is this beautiful card here, which is a affirmation card, and it's a quote from Rumi. So I'm just going to read the quote. It says, "If light is your heart, you will find your way home." And I feel what's happening, there's a message coming through around your relationships, and it could be with a love partner or just a significant platonic relationship, but somebody significant to you. And I feel that you're trying to find your place in that relationship and feeling at home and comfortable in that relationship. However, you're not quite there yet. So with this card here, the 4 of Wands, it really represents the wands represents the fire signs of the zodiac, so it represents fire, action, passion, moving forward. But the 4 represents stability, and quite often the 4 of Wands is an engagement, celebration of an engagement, so it's a coming together. However, this card, there's no people there celebrating, so I feel that you haven't got there yet, that you're still kind of working your way to this point in this relationship where you can kind of announce it to your community and have this celebration. So you're just finding your place in the relationship, if that makes sense to you, if this is resonating with you. And then we're going on to the Knight of Swords, and that really, again, I think the Knight and Swords and this card here, the Page of Swords. So I'm going to read these together. So I feel the Knight of Swords, so that represents the air signs of the zodiac, and the Knight is really charging forward. And I feel there's an urge or a desire to really sort of charge forward in this relationship, to find clarity and work out where you fit in this relationship and what's going on with this relationship, what's the direction and what's happening, finding clarification and sort of really sort of charging in there. However, I feel the message is really sort of pull back and, you know, just take your time in the relationship, just find out slowly where you fit in that relationship, because the Page of Wands is a young energy, it's a gentle energy, and often it's about communication or a message. So I feel that the message that's coming through is sort of encouraging you not to charge forward in the relationship and having communication with the other person, saying, look, what's going on, where are we with this relationship, but just really having been presenting that in a more gentle manner. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm not offending anyone. But yeah, that's the message that's coming through, so I might just put that to one side and we'll move on. Okay, so then we're coming to this column here, which is about your money and finance, and again there's another really strong message coming through which is connected to the message from universe. I'm going to pull that card in. So these are the beautiful cards from the Wisdom of Oracle, which is by Colette Baron-Reid, and it's serendipity. I find that word very hard to say, so I'm glad I managed to say it. So, and this is the message that's coming through with serendipity. It's really about when 2 things align and it's like was meant to happen. And so it's something that's happening in your life to do with your finance, that it's all coming together at the right time, at the right place, and it's like divinely guided. and the reason, and I think in your finance and in your money, you're going to be really victorious in that area of your life in February. And the reason I'm saying that, I think this serendipity card really relates to these two cards here, because they're both the Three of Wands. So they're from two different decks. I'm just going to pull that out so you can see them together. So Three of Rods and the Three of Wands, they're both the same cards. And what I feel that the message is about these two things coming together, aligning together at the right time, the right place. So if you add the three together, it actually makes this Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is the victorious card. It's, you know, being victorious and moving forward and being successful. And I really feel that's going to happen for you in your money and your finance in February if you're resonating with this reading. Things are going to align up for you in a very serendipity way. I think that's the way you say it. That word, seriously, I always trip over it every time I try to say it. However, I'm doing well today. So, and how I'm seeing that is because, see this Three of Wands, he's in a desert and it's sunlight. And this Three of Wands here, he's by the river and it's nighttime. So I just feel there's these two polarities. These are going to come together and work in your favour. And they're going to be, it's going to be a successful time for you in February. I hope I'm getting that message across. It makes sense to me, so hopefully you can sort of understand what I'm trying to say. And I really feel you're going to be stepping into your power, especially in relationship to your finance, because this is you, Scorpio, the King of Cups. So that's really stepping into your power, and especially being emotionally fulfilled and being able to contain your own emotions and your emotional world. So it's really being the king of his own kingdom. So it's a beautiful energy to be in. So really nice collection of cards there. So then we're going to move on to the next column. And the next column is your career and projects. So you're starting off here with the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, again, represents the air signs of the zodiac. And the 10 is a completion. So with your career and projects, there may have been some conflict in the past, some poor communication, or not feeling supported by others. So, you know, that sense of people kind of stabbing you in the back, that expression. So, and however, that's coming to an end. So that's being completed, and whatever this is for you, that's never going to return. You've done that cycle. You've worked through that sort of all them challenges, and you've come to an end, and it is a completion. So even though it looks like quite a brutal card to have, it's actually quite nice because at least you've come to an end and you're completing that cycle and you're moving on. And then you also have two wands. You have a lot of wands in your reading. You've got the Four of Wands in your love column. You've got Three of Wands here. And you've got the King of Wands. And you've got the Knight of Wands. So in your career and projects, I think you have a lot of passion, a lot of drive, and a lot of vigour to really charge ahead and move forward. But you've also got this energy of the king, because they're very different energies, the king and the knight. So with the knight, it's a young energy, not as young as the page. So he's able to jump on his horse, move forward, and he moves forward with passion and direction. However, he's not the king, so he hasn't mastered that ability to maintain that passion, push it forward and get the projects completed. You know, you may sort of start and think, oh yeah, this is going to be amazing, but then it all fizzles out. But I feel that the energy, you have this young energy, this passionate energy, this drive to move forward in your career and in your projects. And you do also have that ability to maintain that. Because I do feel that this is your energy as well, the King of Wands or the King of Rods. So it's a really nice energy to have. So you do have passion, you have drive, you want to move forward in your projects. You are going to be successful, and you're going to be mastering them. You're going to be in charge. You're going to be in charge of your financial world, and you're going to be in charge of your careers and your projects. So you're really holding your own in February. Beautiful energy with these with these two, with the finance and also with your career and projects. And then the card that was your supporting card for universe for your career and project is this one. And I feel with this card, it comes back to the cards that you had over here. And I'm just going to remove this one in your love and relationship, because the card that you had for career and projects. So I asked the universe to give me a card of what archetype the Scorpio need to embody for them to be successful in their career. So I asked a particular question, because these are the archetype cards, which are really nice cards. And the card that universe gave as a sort of suggestion of what you could embody to support you in your career and projects is the angel. And the light attribute of the angel is helping those in need with no expectations of return. And that's a really beautiful energy to be in. It really reminds me of the strength card, and somebody else got this card and they also had the strength card. I can't remember who it was now. But it does really remind me of the strength card and that ability to be compassionate. So even though you have this drive and this passion to move forward in your projects and your career, you also have the ability to be compassionate, and that could be compassionate to yourself and also compassionate to others, so the other people that you're going to be involved with in these projects and in your career, which is it's a lovely card to have. And I feel that it's also connected to your love sector here, and your relationship is when you want to find your way home in this relationship and feel comfortable in this relationship. It's really pulling on your compassionate self to find where you fit in this relationship, rather than the Knight of Swords charging ahead and trying to get answers and being kind, because the Knight of Swords is going into combat, and in a relationship, be it a loved one or platonic one, you really don't want to go into combat with somebody. So I really feel this card is really encourage you to tap into that sort of soft, gentle, compassionate, and being compassionate, and you're not being a walkover. So that's definitely not about being when I say soft and gentle, there's still that inner strength. So you still got that ability to have them boundaries, but you're using them in a really gentle way, which is lovely. I really like that reading. So I hope you resonate with this reading, Scorpio. And if you do, please press like, please subscribe. I do have some other readings on my channel. So if you wanted to go to the playlist, there's another general reading for February if you wanted to check that out. There's also the yearly reading as well for Scorpio. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you in about 2 weeks' time with the March readings. And if you do like this, please subscribe and please press like. It's really nice when I get the likes, because it does give me some indication if this is resonating with people, and hopefully it does. However, it is general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take care.